This rock ledge jutted out over the rock walls below so far that the basket would swing out in mid-air from 50 to 60 feet as it travelled up and down. At a given signal, the basket was lowered. We stepped in and were hauled up, one by one, to the ledge 400 feet above. When we were landed upon this ledge, we began looking about for some trail leading up to the temple, the walls of which we could see standing out, flush with the wall of rock that still towered 500 feet above. We were told that we would make the ascent in a similar manner to that already described. As we looked, a derrick arm corresponding to the one on the ledge where we were standing swung out. A rope was let down and attached to the same basket, and we were hauled up one by one and landed on the roof of the temple 500 feet above. I again felt as if we were on top of the world. The temple was located on a rocky pinnacle that stood out 900 feet above all of the surrounding mountains. The village we had left 900 feet below was located at the summit of a mountain pass used in crossing the Himalayas. We found that this temple was about 1,000 feet lower in elevation than the one I had visited with Emil and Jost, but it commanded a much wider outlook. From where we stood, it seemed as if we could look into infinite space. We were made comfortable for the night, and our 3 friends told us they were going to visit some of our associates and would take any message we wished to send. We wrote messages, carefully dating them, giving our location and including the time of day. When we handed our friends these messages, they shook hands with us, saying they would see us in the morning, and disappeared one by one. We made careful note of the time and of what we had written, and found afterward that the messages were at their destination within 20 minutes of the time they left our hands. After eating a hearty supper served by the attendants, we retired for the night, but not to sleep, for our experiences were beginning to make a deep impression upon us. Here we were, nearly 9,000 feet in the air, with no human being near us except the attendants. Not a sound except that of our own voices. There did not seem to be a breath of air stirring. One of my associates said, "Do you wonder that they chose the locations of these temples as places of meditation? The stillness is so intense, one can fairly feel it. It certainly is a place in which to meditate." He then said he was going outside to have a look around. He went out, but returned in a few moments, saying there was a heavy fog and nothing could be seen.